G'day crew. Just a short video about the importance of keeping your eyes open and noticing even little things when you're washing your boat down. I noticed this when I got back to the ramp on the last trip. Got some braid wrapped around in there. Now I'm going to try and turn it and see if I can get it out, but no, I don't think so. Doesn't seem to want to come anymore. So anyway, you can see that fairly thin braid by the looks of it. I'll have to take the propeller off and clear that, because if I leave that in there, if I risk leaving that in there, it could chew into the seal and let water into the motor. I'm sure it wasn't there last time, so I'll take this off. Oh, hang on, is that right? No, I think that's too big. Oh no, that is right. Clean a bit of the salt off the anode while I've got it off. Oh, it's pretty well encrusted. There we go, whoops. Oh yeah, the pin's still there, oh yeah. Yeah, oh, got a fair bit of it in there. Just as well, oh, heaps of it in there. Oh, it's got it all look fat. Oh, it hadn't gone into the seal, which is a good thing. Yeah, it's a fair bit of line. Don't know whether that was floating loose in the water or whether someone's float line ended up in my Minn Kota. I wasn't that close to anyone, I didn't think, but sometimes I let a lot of line out sometimes. Could happen. Get a little bit of grease and just stick on that. A little bit of marine grease never goes astray, but I sort of overdid it. I pumped one out of the gun and I let the handle go. And to lock it down, I had to give it another pump. So I'm well and truly overdone here. Let's find someone else that needs a bit. Now he's looking a bit rusty. Anything that looks rusty can get a coat of marine grease. Doesn't do it any harm. Slide this. Whoops, don't lose that washer. Okay, the only thing about putting it back on, you just got to watch that the keyway there is lined up with that one. It's not hard to do, of course. There we go. It's got him. Pop that washer back on. And now, I think I'll give that nut, get some of that salt off the nut before I put it back on. About due for replacement, really. I'll have to see about buying one. Right, I cleaned it up a bit, got most of the salt deposit off of the outside of it. Don't go backside's going to matter too much, and I'll replace it before too much longer anyway. Yeah, it wasn't done up overly tight, so I'll just snug it up like that will do. Alrighty, that will survive. It always pays to have a bit of a look around as you're cleaning up your boat, just to see if there's anything like that. When I did the Yamaha service a couple of months ago, I found a bit of braid in that as well. It's floating around the bay, so it will damage your seals if it gets in there. As I said, I was lucky I spotted that because there wasn't much of it. It was only about an inch and a half, 20-30 millimetres hanging out, and I just saw it. It was pink against the white on the motor, and that alerted me that it was something there to be examined. I'm pretty sure I picked it up on the last trip, because if it had been there any longer it would have been all inside instead of some hanging out. While I've got this down, I'll give it a bit of a clean up. Put some Armour All on it. I recommend Armour All for cleaning it. Just make sure it's a water-based one. Oh yes, thank you, I already had a sip. Okay. All done and ready to go out again. And that's it, it was just a short video. I was very lucky that there was a little bit of braid hanging out of there, otherwise I wouldn't have noticed it at all. And that could have been quite expensive had the water got into the motor and wrecked that. As I say, just keep an eye on things. If anything looks out of place when you're washing your boat down, investigate it. Until next time, good fishing.